Okay, it's January 3rd, 2016. I'm in 636 of beautiful Timberlin and just going over a few things regarding the recent move out of Katie Lawrence. We've got a number of touch-up items, some of which I've done, hence the spots, which is wet paint. Hopefully that's going to blend in and match nicely. This whole column was really quite filthy, and you can still see some evidence of that, I guess because it's in the cooking area. The oven, I guess they made a partial attempt and then stopped. This is not a self-cleaning oven, so whatever. I don't think Louis is going to find that acceptable. The refrigerator seems pretty good. This is a non-ice maker refrigerator, I see. But anyway, it seems pretty good. And the laundry room, also pretty good. Got some stains down there, or some little wall grunge. I know they said something about, oh yeah, that's right, she flipped this door over, which is kind of interesting. Apparently the door used to swing out into the kitchen, and rather resourceful, but apparently Katie had, or did it herself, I'm not sure, and apparently flipped this door so that it would swing on the inside, going to the laundry room. That made the handle higher than standard, and it no longer closes. It catches at the bottom and won't close. Personally, I think she's right. I'd rather swing into the laundry room than out into the kitchen and interfere with this area. But I don't know how acceptable it will be since it doesn't close. I mean, it closes like that, but it doesn't close like a standard door. So it remains to be seen. You can still see where it used to latch and where the hinge points were. Resourceful. The drawers, that one's good. The cabinets, pretty good. Most of them are clean. We could use a new brush of white paint in those areas on the cabinets. A little bit more. My sneezing might be because they had a cat, and I have found some grunge. Speaking of cats, look at that big dog. Big dog. He's just here visiting. But I did things like ran my finger along this window edge and see, ooh. And because of this reason, I've asked if Anna the maid could come tomorrow, and she said she can. I'm hoping less than 2 hours. The blinds are clean, which is unusual. Windowsills, they're a bit dirty. Plus, they could just really use a good brush of new paint. We're in the bedroom now, and I'm really surprised. With the paint here, if it were me, I would have done my own touch-up and not even risked having any of my deposit money challenged. But it's going to take a while to touch all these little spots up. I've already been working on them for a while. Oh, the air conditioner, really grungy. That's grunge hanging in the vents. Here, let me show you. See? Yeah. Which makes, I just almost hate to bring this thing down. Makes me think it needs servicing. The bathroom, this is not their fault, but this cheap metal steel sink, it happens. It's rusting. And I've tried to get this off just with spit polish, but I don't have any real cleansing things. Maybe Anna will have some more luck, but there's rust on the counter. And I thought the sink should be changed. This toilet is loose. Well, I don't want to move it. I guarantee it's loose. It was askewed from the wall. It was out of plumb, and I pushed it back into the correct position, but it needs to be latched down and perhaps resealed. Otherwise, I think it's going to be leaking through the floor system. And then this really has me worried. That is definitely a no-no, because you're going to have shower water going down inside the wall, and plus it's quite unsightly. So I wondered if we could have Vincent come over and address this issue. It'd be really nice just to have new hardware. Plus, unfortunately, this, watch, it won't drip while I'm standing here, but it's been dripping. There's water on my hands right now. So it's been dripping, excuse me. And there's a little gap right there. It probably should be sealed up. This is coming off the wall, and I don't know that was abuse so much as just, it's only hung in there with a couple of drywall, whatever they're called. Excuse me. This is the room I said from before needed to be repainted. I mean, it looks bad. And this was back, there's some marks left by the tenants, but then there's a lot of discoloration, and I brought this to your attention way back when Ming was having it done, and Johnny, I think, was the crew, and they just needed to come in and, I guess, put on another coat. What really should go in here is a coat of semi-gloss, because this is a high moisture area. So that's really what I'd recommend, is having this room re-rolled in a semi-gloss. This is definitely gone, so we need a new shower rod. I'd say we need a new shower head, and then definitely that issue down below there fixed. Plus, not their fault, the tenants, but pretty grungy in there. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Hopefully we're all right there. Again, the AC needing service. Let's see. Ceiling fan's not too dirty. They may have cleaned it. No, they didn't clean it, but it's still not too dirty. The vents are pretty clean. Hopefully we're all right on, is that green light? Yeah, it's a green light. Yep, sounds good. Excuse me. While the floors aren't grungy, Anna does a good job of really scrubbing. And when I walked into the place, it smelled. And I know I'm bringing a dog with me. Oh, look at that. Look at all this stuff left in there. But he doesn't have the smell. It was left in the unit, I guess, from the cat. It doesn't stink like cat pee, but it had a real pet smell when I opened the door. I'm used to it now and I don't smell it, but when I opened the door and walked in, it was pretty strong. I don't know why they painted, someone, probably the crew, Johnny, painted that alarm system over, which I wouldn't have recommended. Just more of the grunge on the sills. Out here, the storage closet looked like it was fine, and it's missing the light, so we got to get light bulb. Maybe just a little bit more tidying up. Boy, it'd be nice to get this repainted. This is probably a condo thing, but you'd probably wait till hell freezes over, and if you just took some of that semi-gloss paint that we're going to do in the bathroom and use it right here, it looks about the same color. It would work for me. Just brush that on, lightly roll it. A little more paint issues up there. Oh, dog. I can't tell if that smoke alarm's green. We're supposed to see green. I can't tell. Anybody want to test it for me? More touch-up I've done. Closet looked good. So hopefully a couple hours of cleaning is warranted just to really make the place a bit fresher. And speaking of which, I know I'm glad to spend somebody else's money, aren't I? But I'd recommend this little tiny bit of carpet cleaned because they had the cat. And this is, I guess, why we charge a cat fee. Because see, when you do this, look what happens. There's cat hair in this carpet. And if this guy has any kind of cat allergy, which a lot of people do, and maybe it's where part of the odor's coming from, I just would recommend having this cleaned. All right. That's about all I can think of in the moment. As soon as I turn it off, I'll think of something. But just scanning real quick. This is just stuff I've pulled out of the closet. The fire extinguisher is empty. That was in the water heater closet. That's my camera. And that's all I can think of at the moment. All right. Goodbye.